Then finally we need to Hail Caesar. This video will be going over the commander, sub-commander, and then the deck itself, talking about Caesar and Caesar's Legion and the bad guys and all of this, talking about this deck in general overall to see and answer the big question at the end, is this deck worth buying? One thing I do have to say before I continue on this is that I am a big Fallout fan. So again, I have the Nuka-Cola glasses on that let you see Cappy around the world, where I am just going to be going, I don't care if this is a 100 deck where it has a commander and 99 basic lands, I am probably going to love this. So again, take everything I say with a big pinch of salt. So we're going to start this video off by talking about the big bad himself from Fallout New Vegas, the commander being Caesar's Legion's Emperor. For 1 red, white, and a black, you get a legendary creature, human soldier, that is a mythic. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, choose 2. Create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking. You draw a card and lose a life. Caesar's Legion's Emperor deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control to target opponent, and he is a 4/4. To be honest, looking at this, I am really happy. The commander seems really strong and can do amazing things. The fact that you get 2 abilities, the fact that he is okay cost for a commander, and the abilities are really good. You get 2 soldiers attacking, you get a pretty much Phyrexian arena for free, and then the fact that you're able to do probably a large amount of damage is a really good thing, because again, it depends on how many tokens you have. So if there's a lot of board wipes and stuff, it will be mainly the first 2 being chosen, and again, him himself would possibly be a good attacker, especially if you put equipment onto him. I do like him overall, but again, we can't be talking about the commander without talking about the sub-commander, and the sub-commander of this deck is your friend slash foe slash wrinkly old raisin, Mr. House. Mr. House, President and CAO. For a red, white, and a black, you get a legendary artifact creature, human, that is a mythic. Whenever you roll a 4 or higher, create a 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token. If you roll 6 or higher, instead create a token and a treasure token. 4 and tap it, roll a 6-sided dice plus an additional 6-sided dice for each mana from the treasure spent to activate this ability, and is a 0/4. To be honest, without adding a lot of dice cards in, I don't really think this is going to be an amazing commander. I understand that because he is Mr. House and he controls pretty much New Vegas and the gambling stuff, that they had to add in dice rolls and stuff, because getting Snake Eyes would be worthless. But getting a 3/3 and a treasure token for rolling what, a 4 or higher is a bit especially since you have to pay to tap it to then. I think there could be a way that it would be really well, but I think when it comes to how Wizards make their product, with the commander being the main focus, I don't think there's going to be that many amazing dice roll abilities or ways to help him, unless you start adding cards from the D&D sets. And again, that would just personally, I wouldn't complain if someone did it, but again, I think the Fallout deck should be staying with the Fallout decks. I would not like to add additional cards in these. So again, I'm not the biggest fan of Mr. House. I understand why they did it and how they did it, but again, I think it's going to be a really hard payoff and a really weak card or commander if you focus on him. But now let's go on to the deck itself, starting off with creatures. In this deck, there's a total of 31 creatures, and you get creatures just like McCready Lamplight Mayor, Security Squadron, Adoras the Founder, Boomer Scrapper, Colony Antium, Ed Lonesome Eyebot, Elder Arthur Maxon, Kellogg Dangerous Mind, Overseer of Vault 76, Paladin Elizabeth Tragedy, Powder Ganger, Thrill Kill Discipline, Yes Man Personal Securitron, Desmond Freedom's Edge, Keeper of the Accord, Legret Lucian Caesar's Ace, Mysterious Stranger, Rose Cutthroat Rider, Seria Nukia's Biggest Fan, Wasteland Rider, Captain of the Watch. Again, I find when it comes to creatures, they're a bit all over the place. Again, when I first originally saw this, I thought it was just going to be bad guys, but then you just get famous characters from all over this place. This does seem to be a deck where they're like, we have a long list of characters, we need to put as many in as possible, which again, I'm not complaining about. I do like that they did it. It's just one of those things that if I seen it, I'm like, why are they here? This is a Caesar and House deck. Why are they, lore wise, but again, I know this isn't supposed to be a lore deck, but I do think it is still a really good deck overall. But again, that could just be the Fallout nostalgia. I am happy with the cards they've put in. Yes Man's in it. I always go for Yes Man. I don't think I've ever actually done a playthrough where I went with the Legion. I just physically cannot. I do like the cards, the creatures and stuff like that. But again, the only thing I would change is I do think it is too big of a world to put into 4 decks. So that is the only complaint I really see here. But now we're going on to the spells, which again, if you don't know, are the incidental sorceries. Don't worry, I'll be doing like this is the last time I'll be mentioning that. Spells will just be spells from the next video onwards. In this deck you get 12 spells and they come with a good few ones. You get spells like Secure the Wastes, Maternal Cope, Anguished Unmaking, Entrapment Maneuver, Lethal Scheme, the Nipton Lottery, Vats, Hour of Reckoning, and Ruinous Ultimatum. Not gonna lie, the Nipton Lottery is probably my favorite board wipe of all time now. The fact that you literally just luckily get a random like creature on the field and then board wipe the rest. Yeah, I know it's gonna be bad most of the time, like you're never gonna get the biggest or strongest creatures. However, even if you just get a 1/1 token, you're the only one with creatures, I'm still happy with that. And it's just such a bizarre card and that's why I love it. When it comes to the rest, they're really good, especially the Ultimatum. I do like Vats as a card and stuff like that. So again, when it comes to the sorceries, there's not really much to talk about. They're just quite good. Now we are going on to the artifacts of this deck. When it comes to this deck, there's 9 in total, but 5 of them are mana rocks. So I'll be going over the rest that are good, and they are Skull Clamp, Survivor's Medkit. Skull Clamp in a deck that makes 1/1 tokens is absolutely on point, especially since it's the Megatron Metalist's helmet from Fallout 4. It could have been the one from Fallout 3 too, but again, we don't really know, or we do know and I just don't. But again, I am happy with both of these cards. And now let's go on to enchantments. Now we're going on to enchantments in this deck. There is 11 in total, and you get enchantments such like Wild Wastelander, Battle of Hoover Dam, Fervent Charge, Marstral's Anthem, Vault 11 Voter's Dilemma, Vault 75 Middle School, Assemble the Legion Black Market, Stolen Strategy. As I've said in all the previous video, Vault cards are just on point. Black Market is such a good card in my opinion, and I'm so happy that they have it in here. And the rest is somewhat between good and amazing, like Assemble the Legion is such a good card for this type of deck. So now let's finally go on to the lands. In this deck there is a total of 36 lands, and you get lands such like Clifftop Retreat, Diamond City, Dragon Skull Summit, Isolated Chapel, Smothering Marsh, Windbrisk Heights. Not gonna lie, the Dragon Keep Skullet, or whatever the card's called, with the ink, the oil tank exploding, is absolutely amazing. If you don't know that, I think that's the ending of Fallout 2. I could be wrong there, but the other lands have amazing artwork at least. I know the lands are not the best, but I'm always going to have that Fallout vision. So again, I can't really talk bad about this because I really would love this as a product, but again, I make videos on them that I can't even get the product. I know, it's crazy. I would love to actually do an unboxing of all of these, but again, looks like I can't, because from where I am, they're like 200 quid for all 4 of them. But again, if you do like to help out, remember to like, comment, subscribe, watch more of my videos. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any cards you would have loved to see in Fallout, or if there's any cards that are not Fallout themed you would like to make Fallout themed, because I would love to make a video on that. As I've said previously, remember to like, follow and all that YouTubey stuff. But now let's go on to the end part of the video. If you like this video, we have the previous one where we talk about the best boy in the world, the Dogmeat Fallout scavenger deck. We also have a playlist with all the Fallout stuff here and a subscribe button here, and I will see you all in the next video.